Oh, look at that game, look at that game, look at that game, look at that game, look at that
What
game.
game?
No, the gay. Turn around. There's a
What
gay.
gay?
You'll see him.
I'm about to get hit.
No, wait, there's a gay.
I don't care about gays. No, I care about gays.
Hey everybody, it's me, RunnerEye, and as you may have heard, the Drag Race Season 16 promos are rumored to be right around the corner. Hey, what the hell is this guy on about? The Season 16 promo dropped just 3 days ago. I am aware of that now, and I will be including it in this video, but back when I was recording this, it hadn't dropped, so now it's like this whole thing, and I have to come in like retroactively and explain it to you. It's like a time jump thing, like something Doctor Who related. Never seen it, don't know anything about it, but I'll be covering Season 16 later in the video, but until then, I'll just hand you right back over to this lovely handsome fellow. Talk to you later. I thought what better way to celebrate than to rank every single promo in Drag Race, excluding All-Stars, because I think that they deserve a tier list of their own one day. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it right now. Hey, you should totally subscribe to my channel. I make lots of cool stuff, just like this video that you're watching now. And I've made this, and I've made this. And you can totally subscribe, and then I'll make more, and then it's actually a really cool thing. If you subscribe, I'll make more, and like that's a really cool relationship that we can have, so you should better fucking do it. So first up, we have the promo for Season 1, and obviously, because this is the first season of the show, as you may have gathered by me saying Season 1, it's just not gonna, it was never gonna be good. Like, let's be real here, like they were working with a minus budget here. Like it feels like they've given them 4 different promo themes. Porkchop, BB, Ongina, and Tammy were told all to wear black. Akasha and Rebecca were told to pick out something affordable in H&M. Nina and Chanel were told to be the physical manifestations of an anxiety attack. And then Jade was told to dress like a 2000s Disney character. So I think it was pretty obvious that the promo for Season 1 was never gonna be able to get into the top tiers, and that's okay. She's going in the cancel the show tier. I'm so sorry, Season 1. So next up, we have the Drag Race Season 2 promo. And this is like the most 2000s style, even though this season did air in the 2010s. I think they were clearly trying to lean into more of the drag racing theme this time around, but it does go without saying that having a black outfit is fine, but putting that black outfit on a black background is probably not the best editing choice to go for. It's like if I made like my background's white, you know, just because my pale skin I would just turn into like the little ghost emoji. And I think that the green screen, I'm not a huge fan of the green screen. Sorry, my love. But yeah, overall, I like the kind of seediness, the kind of like edginess that it's going for. So yeah, I think that this promo works better than the last one. There's obviously a higher budget, it's more cohesive. I'm gonna put it in You're Lucky People Still Watch This Season. It's a step in the right direction, but it's not like amazing by any standards. So next up we have the Season 3 promo. I think that you can clearly see that the budget has been upped for this one when comparing it to the last two, because we are no longer in front of a green screen, we are on a soundstage. So I think that the visuals of this promo are really nice, but I do think that because that visual style is so strong and they focus so much on the lights, that it actually like doesn't show you the queens at all. Like you don't even get to see them until the end of the video, and then when they do show up at the end of the video, they're all on screen together for like 3 seconds. So it kind of fails to do what a promo is kind of supposed to do. It's supposed to introduce the queens to some extent. I'm not saying it has to fucking give like an in-depth, you know, H-Bomber guy 4-hour video essay on each queen, but it does need to give us some kind of, I just want to see a queen. And I feel like this promo just completely flops in that area. So yes, this is a step up in terms of visuals, but it's also a step down in terms of actually introducing us to the queens and giving like the queens time to shine. So yeah, it's You're Lucky People Still Watch This Season. We are very lucky that people still watch that season. It is very pretty, but yeah, it's just lacking. So next up we have the promo for Season 4, and the theme for this promo is kind of like a futuristic robot aesthetic.
Begin drag droid construction.
And for the first time in Drag Race promo history, we have an actual set. We don't have a soundstage, we don't have a fucking green screen, we have an actual proper set, and it makes me so happy. I love the sets. I think they look way better. It's just like how Universal has turned everything into screens when the sets were the best thing about theme parks, period. It's just like Disney when they do screens. And this promo also has like a narrative to it, even though it's like 30 seconds long. RuPaul is like a yassified Dr. Frankenstein, and then all of the queens are like his robot monsters. And it's actually a really cool little narrative to have in it. And all the queens do a really great job at having to like act like robots. And I think specifically a shout out to Milan, who does this really funny thing where she is like brushing her hair as a robot. I think she did such a great job. I also like all the details of like the little buttons on the control panel. RuPaul is hitting the slay button. And then at the end we have all the visual effects where all of the electricity is hitting RuPaul and it looks better than most Marvel movies do nowadays. This is a really great promo. I think it's clear as day that the production value of these promos shot up between season 3 and 4. And I really love this promo. I think it's one of the best ones. So I'm going to be putting it in perfection. So next up we have the season 5 promo, and the theme for this one was Goddess.
I summon my legendary goddesses!
So as you can see, we're back to the green screen, although this time I think that the editors went a little bit off the rails. So the promo tries to introduce all of the queens by having them have like a little section of their own where they're in front of like a background which sometimes relates to them as a person. You know, I guess I could see Coco fitting the disco theme, and I guess that I could see Alaska having like the space theme. But then you get to Honey Mahogany, who's just randomly in a field somewhere. Why does she have PS2 horses running behind her? Is she like a horse girl and they just never talked about it on her season? And then also I feel like it's kind of impossible for me to talk about this promo without us looking at Jinx's promo.
Uniqueness.
I just wanted you to look at it. This is the winner of the season, everybody. Even though the visuals are kind of batshit, I do overall like that they try to go a different direction. We finally have something colorful, eye-catching. I personally really like that. I say dressed in black and white, I get it, it's fine. I do think that the crazy editing kind of makes up for the fact that we're back in front of a green screen. So I think that because it has both good and bad things going for it, I think being in the middle is a fair placement. So next up we have the season 6 promo.
Throwing shade. All with good reason. Because it's our most ferocious season.
And I'm assuming that the theme for this one was black and pink. Not that K-pop band, but just the colors, if you were wondering. Which is a little bit disappointing that we're back to black as a theme for a goddamn promo, but I do think that in this specific case, it does work with the pink. So what really sticks out to me about this promo is that they really try and emphasize this transformative aspect of drag, with them even having Milk and April Carry On out of drag in the promo, which is the one and only time that we've seen people out of drag in one of these videos. Also, another interesting thing that I noticed is that this is the one and only time, again in a promo, where a lot of the queens aren't in their actual promo looks. Like for instance, look at the tea scene. We have both Dayla and Vivacious in their original outfits, and then we have this person on the left who I think is Kelly Mantle, because Kelly is the only person who doesn't show anywhere else in the promo, so I'm guessing that this is her. But we have her not in her iconic promo outfit. We also see Magnolia Crawford in a different outfit in the video. Same with Darian, same with Bianca. It's only like half of the contestants are in their actual promo outfits, and half of the contestants are in completely different outfits. And I just wanted to point it out because I haven't seen anyone talk about this, and I would love to know. If someone knows in the comments, why are they in different outfits? Why is that? The overall production of this is amazing. I love the aesthetic. I think the black and the pink really works well together, and I also love the panther at the end. And then on top of it, I think that this is one of the best RuPaul promo looks that we've ever had. So to me, I think this is a perfect fit for the perfection tier. So next up we have the season 7 promo.
Me? I'm just a humble gal with a little reality show.
Now the theme for this promo was back to basics, and it was described to the queens as a Terry Richardson inspired promo shoot. And I understand what they were going for with this promo, but I just don't think it fully works. And I think that the reason that it doesn't work is that they tried to kind of blend two interview styles together, because you have people like Violet and Katya and Jaden Dior Fierce who are clearly talking off the top of their heads and are just saying what comes to their minds.
I got some coins to win and a nice crown to be on top of my head.
But then you have people like Max and Fame who were clearly given specific lines to say.
I'm intimidated by these girls. I'm not.
When you have something that's like authentic and staged, the two don't really mix well together. And also another thing which I kind of dock points for is that it only introduces us to half of the cast. Like we basically don't even get to see anything of Kennedy, of Pearl, of Miss Kasha Davis. And I think that if you're failing to even introduce some of the queens, if you've just left them out, I think that's a problem when it comes to a promo. Also, I know that people really dislike the fashion and think it's really basic in this promo because it was like back to basics. So even though the queens did fulfill the prompt of going back to basics, people still criticize the fashion for being basic. So you can't really win there. So yeah, I get what they were trying to do with going with a more kind of like candid, less flashy, cheaper type of promo, but I don't think that it fully works. I think that we're gonna put it in You're Lucky People Still Watch This Season. So next up we have the season 8 promo, and the theme for this one was a vintage 1950s/1960s aesthetic.
This season I'm going back to my roots, and you could probably use a touch-up too, honey.
And right off the bat, I want to acknowledge that we're back in a proper set, which again, I think it's clear at this point. I really appreciate that. It's kind of an acting challenge, this promo, because they have little skits in between the RuPaul talking sections, which I'm not a huge fan of, just because it kind of like halts the pacing, like every single time RuPaul talks, and then it stops, and then we have to watch a little skit. I really, really, really love the physical comedy in this promo. I think that that's the type of acting that the promo should go for, and not the, you know, let's do an SNL sketch right in the middle of RuPaul talking. So yeah, I love the colors of this promo. I think everyone looks really, really, really great. I really love the use of the set and the props and the kind of like physical comedy that the queens were able to do. I think this is a solid I will be tuning in. So next up we have the season 9 promo, and the theme for this one was Pride.
We need America's next drag superstar now more than ever. RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9.
With each of the queens representing a different color in the rainbow. I really love how all the explosions of color reveal each of the queens. I also think in terms of like runway packages, in terms of like looks, this is the strongest of any promo that we've ever had. I also think that this is one of the best RuPaul looks that we've ever seen. Although I guess it technically is Naomi's look. I absolutely love this promo, so I am okay with putting it in perfection. So next up we have the season 10 promo, and the theme for this one was neon.
In a world full of 9s, be a 10.
To me, this is like the Jan of promos. Like, this is perfectly safe. It's good in every single aspect that you could possibly want it to be, but there's nothing exceptional about it. I really like the X runway, and I really like that the queens are all there together, except for RuPaul, who's off doing his own thing, and they have to cut to him and pretend that the queens are looking at him, but yeah, it's nothing groundbreaking to me. It's good in every single aspect that you could possibly want it to be. It's really a toss-up between mid and I will be tuning in, but there's nothing necessarily exciting to me about this promo, so just based on that, I'm gonna put it in mid. It's fine. So next up we have the season 11 promo.
RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11.
And this promo took an interesting approach when it comes to the visuals. So to symbolize that Drag Race was bigger than ever, they decided to make the queens really, really, really small, which gives them a really cool excuse to have these really big props that the queens can kind of dance around on and use. But then at the end of the promo, it's kind of explained that these rooms that the queens are in are actually just the RuPaul logo. It's the letters in the RuPaul logo, and it's just really big, and they're inside the logo. It's like, I like the idea of like the huge like makeup products and the heels and like all the big props. And I think that the queens did great with the voice lines and stuff that they were given, and the interactions between the queens are nice. But it's just the overall idea, the umbrella that all of that is under. I do really like that they try to do something different with the way that they presented the queens in the static promo image with the kind of circle cutouts that they're leaning outside of. I think that's really cool. It's not awful. It's really not awful. It's not bad. I think mid is perfectly fine for this one. So next up we have the season 12 promo, and the theme for this one was the American flag.
The time has come to search for America's next drag superstar.
So season 12 aired in 2020, which was an important election year in the USA. So this season's promo heavily leaned into that kind of American patriotism and like Pledge of Allegiances and choirs singing out of nowhere and all that fun stuff.
Love that kind of stuff.
I love, love, love the promo image. I think it looks great. I think all the queens look great. I don't care for this video. I would be putting the picture in perfection, but I would be putting the video, I don't care for the video at all, so it would be down low. If you have something really good, really bad, and then you find the average, it's in the middle. So I'm gonna put it in the middle. I say it would definitely be teetering towards I will be tuning in. So this is the season 13 promo, and the theme for this promo was pastels.
Get ready for sickening lip syncs.
Sensational runaways.
New twists.
And may the best queen win.
So right off the bat, I want to acknowledge that every single outfit here looks absolutely amazing. To me, this is the best fashion we've seen in a promo since season 9. So the queens overall did perfect. My problem with this promo is more so the production element of it. This set sucks ass. It's literally just a color in the background and that's it. And a little like a cylinder stool that they can lean on. I think the video sucks ass. Or not ass, but it sucks like the top of the ass crack. It's not like fully in there, but it's like pretty close. The queens are the only reason this is not in bottom tier, but this is your lucky people still watch the season. So next up we have the season 14 promo, and the theme for this one was like a Candyland / board game type of thing.
I'm always thinking 3 moves ahead. Now things are getting spicy.
And this theme was kind of created to fit the chocolate bar twist, which was unique to this season. I really love the set design of this promo. I think that they did a really great job. The whole Candyland atmosphere is really immersive. So overall, the visuals are great. The queens look great, obviously. But my one kind of critique about this promo is that it's almost like a parody of like a Drag Race promo. Like each of the queens have their own little lines that they've been told to say. And they're very cheesy, which is fine because a lot of other Drag Race promos have cheesy lines in it too. But I feel like the cheese is just a little extra bit noticeable with this one.
Oh, hell no.
It is a little bit messy, like I'll say that. But I think that there's enough going for it, enough that's unique about it that kind of makes it stand out from the rest, then I'm okay with putting it in. I will be tuning in. So next up we have the season 15 promo, and the theme for this one was Drag Race.
Vroom, vroom, bitches.
So this is the first promo of the MTV era of Drag Race, and it's clear as day to me that MTV wanted to reassure everyone that Drag Race was in good hands, because you can tell that they shoveled so much money into this damn thing. I think that overall, in terms of all of the Drag Race promos, this is the most cohesive the cast has looked. Every single look each of the queens has complements the other so damn well. My only little thing that I have about this promo is that I find it a little bit dizzying to watch, specifically the part where they're introducing each of the queens, just because I think it's something about like the swaying camera and then also the background, the green screen background that's just moving, that I find it very like disorientating to like look at. But I understand that that's probably just a me thing. I haven't seen anyone talk about that ever. But I also do really like that they have that sequence where they do introduce each of the queens and you can see each of the queens' names and looks. I think that's really cool, and I think that they should stick to doing that in the future. I think that MTV did a great job here, and I'm totally okay with putting it in the perfection tier. So now we have the season 16 promo, and the theme for this one was camo.
Do not adjust your screen.
Join the revolution
On MTV.
Now with this one, it's important to understand that people had very high expectations just because the season 15 one was so good. And I think that the general consensus so far, again, it's only been a day since it's dropped, not even, like 12 hours, but the general consensus is that people do not love this one as much as the season 15 one. People find this a little bit underwhelming. And I totally understand why. I don't think that this is as flashy. It's not as high of a production as the season 15 felt like. And I actually really like the scaffolding idea, but I think that it would have worked better with maybe like a construction worker theme, you know, maybe inspired by Shea Coulee's construction worker runway on season 9. I think that the greenish bluish color that they chose for this promo, I think it kind of has a more kind of drab feeling, so I understand why people don't necessarily vibe with that either. Overall, I think it's fine. I don't particularly like it that much, which I feel like is not what I'm supposed to say. I feel like there's an expectation that because it's the new season and the newest promo and it just came out, that I'm supposed to like hype it up and be like, oh shit guys, this is the best one we've ever seen. Are you excited for season 16? I am excited for season 16, but it's not because of the promo. I think that the queens and just the idea of having another Drag Race season is more exciting to me than this promo is. So yeah, to me this is mid-tier. So that's the tier list. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a little bit of extra time, you could totally like, subscribe, and comment, and that would really help me out. And I would really appreciate that a lot. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok if you want to go follow any of those. I'll put them right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.